Okay, we're going to do this. Hello, rock stars. It's Rick with Concert Connection, sponsored by PMC Entertainment and Dallas Drums. I hope you guys are ready for another wonderful week. Guess what? I've been out and about getting in trouble. As you all know, it's been birthday weekends for both me and my wife the last couple weekends. And so it was fun. But this week I've got, and this is perfect for Halloween, I've got a band that I've wanted to interview for a while. So let's welcome a couple members from Dallas Cooper. How are you?
Whenever you see it.
I'm not sure. Is it afternoon or morning? Honestly, I'm just going to tell you that I'm in limbo. The fact that I'm awake right now and maybe still inebriated, I'm not doing a field sobriety test. So if the show goes off the rails today, I will blame it on a mixture of vodka, rum chata, and maybe Red Bulls or something. Of that name. How are y'all doing?
Start drinking in the morning, I guess.
Yeah.
Milk or something that maybe looks like milk does the body good.
Mm-hmm.
I had a couple guests on in recent weeks, and one of my guests in particular, Johnny Kelly, and I love Johnny to death. He was drinking Coronas, and he kept getting up with his camera, going to the fridge, and coming back with another Corona. And I'm like, the interview doesn't stop. It's okay, Johnny can do what he wants.
Oh yeah, no, I'm a huge Type O fan, and yeah, that's and it's just so awesome to have him right here in Dallas, you know.
Oh my Lord! Now, have you been down to the Sound Foundation? Where he's doing some lessons?
No, I haven't been there, but our good friends in Midnight Murder Show are rehearsing there, and so they were taking pictures of Johnny's drums. What a killer set too, my God.
And I don't even if you're not a drummer, I think you still look at these drum sets, and I know maybe because I'm a drummer I'm biased, but they're like giant erector sets, and I'm like, yeah. Oh, that one's so pretty.
Well, and they're iconic too, you know. I mean, they're
trust me, they are. Oh my Lord! So how y'all coping with being in timeout, and I'm not going to call it the pandemic because this has gone way beyond that. I'm being punished for something. I don't know
we all are.
So I want to know what's on your naughty list that you did to help like contribute to this massacre.
Our naughty list. Well, see, we're not wearing masks right now. So.
Yeah, but you're in isolation. That's like a timeout room. Oh.
Shameless plug.
Oh my God! See, I like my masks, and my wife just thinks it's a little creepy that I wear them to bed.
Ah, you're that type of guy.
Oh, come on now. Have you?
I called it.
The fact that it looked like a Barbie doll mask that I was wearing, that I didn't understand why she was offended. I thought it was kind of cute.
I don't know. Bring on the kink.
Oh no, she told me because I always joke about wearing a ball gag, and we were in a certain store, and she goes, "Oh, there's the perfect one for you," and I'm like, "Really?"
Really, she's the thing. Shut up, baby.
She says I talk in my sleep. So what have you guys done? I mean, anything? Have you discovered anything creepy about yourself while being isolated?
Oh, I'll let you go first.
I don't know, like how much I like missed playing and stuff, and like I don't know, like my whole senior year got cut off, so that was kind of like and now like all my school's online, so.
Yeah, you can skip class, but not really skip class. I mean,
yeah, not like teachers on Zoom.
If they had that option for me, I would have skipped class every day and I still would have gotten good grades. I'm just saying, because I would have found a way to be at the beach or at the pool and still turn in my assignments.
Yeah,
that's it. Zoom would have been perfect for me.
Yeah, I have been like driving and been on like a Zoom meeting before, so.
Oh, Lordy. But I mean, no, when I say, like, have you discovered, like, okay, maybe I'm not so good in not being around people? Because I know most of us that are musicians, we're around human beings constantly. And I mean, have you guys found that, oh my God, I'm going through withdrawals? at all?
Yeah. I mean, especially like certain haunts of mine, like the church, Dallas. I miss incredibly. Now they're back up and operating, and I haven't been there yet because all of this is happening right now. Like all these shows have just popped up out of nowhere, and which has been a major relief because that period of time where you just could not do a show no matter what, didn't matter when or where, it was pretty awful, and I was going stir crazy. I mean, I got some good writing done, maybe,
Nice.
but that was about it. I don't know.
Hey, when you say writing for some of your original stuff?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. I will say, maybe I'm guilty. I've managed to still kind of play some shows here and there through all this. I've done some live streams where I sat in with the Rockaholics, and they set up at an undisclosed location next to the pool, and we rocked out. That was fun. Rebel Yell, Basket Case. We've had some shows, so I've still managed to get on stage a little bit, but yeah, Are you finding it awkward now that we're going back out in public at all? Like, do I hug? Do I elbow?
That's the awkward part.
Yeah, especially if like people aren't wearing masks and you're just like,
right. And then like there's always this guy.
Yeah.
And then there's this guy. And then there's the I'm gonna hug anyway
Yeah.
people. Like
Okay, you just described me with all three.
but I'm good regardless, I don't know.
Yeah, it's just like trying to be careful.
I'm
Stuff.
wearing my mask around people and then,
Okay,
trying to social distance to the degree that I can. But then when you're doing shows, you don't want to be rude. You know what I mean? You want to be out there and talking to people. And, it's it's kind of a double-edged sword.
Yeah.
It is, and I will tell you, like I said, I'm guilty, man. I do hug people because it's so hard for me to stay social, and I'm a huggy guy.
I am
do
a
the
huggy
fist
guy,
bumps.
too.
Yeah.
And
I'm wearing huggies right now.
you know what? That's the best part. I've heard a couple people tell me that, and I'm thinking about getting down. I mean, if an astronaut can drive 18 hours across country with a diaper on to kill somebody, I'm thinking it's good enough for me to go bar hopping. I mean, I don't have to go to the bathroom now. Oh my Lord!
Bar hop bathroom. I can't even think of what I'm trying to say, but it would have been good if it came out of my brain. All right, moving on.
Can you imagine a grown man up on the changing table?
I think there are people that are up on the changing table that are grown men. Yeah.
They're doing other things up there.
There's that whole group of, baby people, like the baby kink thing, or they like to be in diapers and be in.
It's talking about a lot of kinks.
I don't know why it's coming out. But
Is that not normal?
Yeah. Yeah,
Oh,
I mean,
Lord.
well, I guess whatever floats your boat.
Honestly, what you do in the privacy of the bedroom, I'll never tell. I mean, maybe set smoke signals up or encoded, SOS patterns, but
Right.
I think it's great for people. Be a freak. You know what? Behind closed doors, do what you want to do. Who gives a crap what the world thinks? You don't have to justify it to anybody. So, if you like your blow up monkey in handcuffs, in the bedroom, right on. It's all great.
Go for it.
So, I normally get in trouble for saying ball gag. Now it's like, Rick, you've gone off the deep end. And I'm like, it's not really that bad. Because I just watched a show where this girl becomes like best friends with her boyfriend's sex doll. I mean, in this day and age, anything's possible.
Oh my God.
You have a look of fear on your face now.
I'm like trying to imagine that. Like, hi, I'm Marie.
I think her name's Anna Kendrick, and I saw it on Facebook actually, and then I got sucked in going down the rabbit hole. She did this mini series. It's a 10-part mini series. Each episode's like 9 minutes, and it's called Dummy. And she literally becomes she has a
I'm there. I'll be watching it as soon as we get off.
I don't know if it's hallucinogenic conversations with her boyfriend's full realistic sex dummy, and dude, it's hilarious. And at the end of 90 minutes, because we binge watched all 10 episodes, I'm like, what the crap? When's the next season start, or can we do another full length movie? Or dude, you can't just leave me hanging here. I need more.
Mom, if you're watching this show.
Oh my Lord. Oh no, my
Tune
parents
out
are.
now.
Yeah. Please hit the off button and don't ask any questions. Just leave it alone. Just don't go there. Now, with Alice Cooper, and you guys are a phenomenal Alice Cooper tribute.
Thank you.
How did you guys? I mean, let's start with how long have you guys been doing it?
Well, the band in its inception, it's been about 3 years, I think.
Oh my Lord,
Terry Ranson from Swan Song contacted me. Well, we were friends already because I would go to Swan Song shows, but he kept saying, you kind of look like Alice Cooper.
I didn't want to bring it up in case you didn't know that already. I was kind of trying to be discreet.
But and so we kind of went. We had a couple, temporary guitars. We never had a permanent guitar player. It was people that kind of came and went, and then I think the band really solidified when we brought in Maddie Madison,
Maddie,
and Craig Zerba
from Swan Song.
So, and the two of them had played together, because she would get up and do songs with Swan Song.
I was guesting with Swan Song, like playing songs with them.
Nice.
So, they really gel as guitar players, and and they do all the harmonies. And she also takes all the Nita Strauss, more metalish stuff, with all the dive bombs and what have you. So
a little difficult sometimes.
Yeah,
I try my best.
Yeah. And then you guys got a solid rhythm section. I mean, it's.
Oh yeah. Motown Roberts on bass, and we've got Terry Ranson on drums. I mean, you can't get a better rhythm section.
Yeah, no, you guys got a real solid. And of course, I'm a drummer. I'm biased. I always look at the bass player and the drummer and go, okay, they're gelling. I mean, I'm just always that's where we start. But no, and I'm telling you, Motown, the electric green.
Oh yeah.
Strings. And anybody who knows me knows I love that electric green is one of my favorite colors. I'm like, holy crap! I love the visual of it. It's phenomenal.
Yeah, that's like his trademark.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, absolutely. And it's not that you're just tributing the music, which we are blessed. If you'll have to agree, here especially in Dallas-Fort Worth, there are so many phenomenal tribute acts. If there's a band that you love that's existing or not, there's a tribute to it, so you can go see them every weekend. And some bands are, and I've talked about this many times. They get up there and they just tribute the music. Maybe they don't completely look the part, like me and my Green Day tribute basket case. Me and the guys don't look like Green Day.
Like Dukes. Yeah.
But
same.
we are trying to produce the sound, which is our way of paying tribute to the artist. And yes, like Thin White Dukes, you may not look like the band, but you guys sound phenomenal. But with Dallas Cooper, you guys are more in the vein. I mean, you guys are one of those acts where you bring the stage props. And there's a couple in town that popped to mind, like the Cruligans bring all the monster stage props, and you guys are definitely that band that, I mean, you guys have the Guillotine.
The Guillotine, we have the toy box
that they pop out of.
And let's not forget, also in the band is Ashley Reeves, who came from my original band, Scary Cherry. She does all of the, Nurse Rosetta roles.
Cool Ethel, the Only Women Bleed.
Only Women Bleed. And she does background vocals, so multi-talented. I mean, amazingly multi-talented.
Which that's a huge part of it.
Yeah,
that's a huge part of it. Not just can we play the notes and make the music, but then getting those nuances with the backing vocals. Now I have to ask, because again, all the costumes and the stage props. Do you have? Is that y'all building them, or do you have?
We built them. Yeah.
Okay, so you don't have a team of minions, evil minions that build stuff for you.
Yeah, we're the minions. Well, I'm the The useless minion.
Same. We had to fix the guillotine over the summer. I was like, you guys got it. You got it.
Yeah. Like I can help move it. I can move it over here, but when it comes to like machinery, I'm like, okay, I'll take this wrench and I'll try to do some unscrewing here.
Yeah, we leave it at like Craig and Terry.
Craig and Terry were doing
They're really good at that.
And speaking of the Motley Crue tribute, the original, the guillotine, he helped the guy that does all of their stage stuff. Mitch. Thank you. And thank you, Mitch. He helped design the guillotine and the toy box for us on the original side. So that's so he and the guy's a genius,
Oh, I love Mitch to death. In fact, he and I've been bugging him. I'm like, dude, and we got to get something scheduled. I want him to come on the show with me because I've known Mitch now for a few years. I've watched him, in a couple different bands, and I absolutely adore him. And the things that he comes up with, like the flaming bass. Are you kidding me?
I know.
And I asked. I said
the roller coaster.
Yeah.
I mean, my God.
I asked him. I said on the flaming bass, do you control that? And he's like, no, I've got somebody else. And I'm like, oh. And the reason is, in case maybe there's one cocktail too many, you don't blow yourself up on stage.
Yeah.
Which that would be me. Do not give Rick when I'm like a gremlin. Yeah. Don't give me access to explosive fire, lightning, anything that's going to shock or impale somebody, because I'm the idiot that's like, let's push the button.
We have real stories.
Yeah. Oh yeah. The props you see, like the saber that I'm using with Alice Cooper, it's very real. And
screenshot and touch it. Someone tried to do that last night.
Yeah, someone tried to do that. It was, I was, waving. It had a baby impaled on it, and I was waving. And this woman just kept running up and she wanted to take the baby off. Now the baby is really on there because I don't want it to come off, right? So, but she could have sliced her hand pretty bad. So
like, lady, I will cut you. Stop touching my sword.
And then I have stilettos, that I'll fling into the stage. Boom! And very real. In fact, I almost had to get stitches one night, but had to go on and finish the show. But I sliced myself really bad. Oh, and then there was the one time, because Ashley does get knifed at one point. So,
Did somebody get overzealous?
We're not idiots. We have to switch it out for the phony knife, right? But I realized I had the real knife in my hand. Like, I hadn't let it go. I hadn't switched out. And it was just at that point where it's da-da-da-da-da-da, bomb, right? It was like, drop, grab, boom. I love that. I mean, I literally had to do this, go behind my head and drop it so that nobody could see that I'm dropping the knife, and no one could tell. It was great. Yeah.
That is, I think,
no one died. Yeah, I almost killed Ashley. Yeah.
That's the fun part, though, is the amount of theatrics that go into the show. And I think some of the best acts that we see on stage are not just great musicians, but there's actually, it's almost like theater, because I've always thought of this as theater. And honestly, to coordinate and choreography, I guess the choreography involved with making sure you're at the right mark, you have the right prop for that song, that point in the song. I think that's incredible. How much of that do you practice at the space? Like, this is a dress rehearsal.
Our rehearsal space is pretty crazy. Here, you tell me what you got.
Well, I guess I'm not doing a lot of the choreography, but I remember the first show that I played with them last year. It's like I had to get used to knowing like when to move, like when he was in the straitjacket or they had to bring him to the guillotine, like Terry's yelling at me, back up, it's just like knowing what's like around you. And like whenever we have the Frankenstein on stilts, like knowing not to back into him and stuff like that.
You don't want to knock over a guy on 8-foot stills.
Yeah, exactly. So
do you ever just wear the straitjacket when you're not at band practice just because you have one?
Here we go into kinky stuff again.
I'm sorry, this is a show that is right up my alley. I'm going to be talking with my therapist later. Don't worry, it's okay. This is all fodder for our conversations. It's fine.
Yeah. I have 2 straitjackets. So one of them, and I actually, the same guy that makes Alice Cooper's straitjackets, that's where I get mine. So
nice. So they're pretty authentic then. I mean, it's the guy.
Yeah, it's the real thing. Yeah.
Now,
and I have got caught in it before where I wasn't able to get out.
Oh, see, I went a different route. You said I got caught in it. I'm like, somebody walked in the bedroom. Somebody walks in the bedroom and you're in bed and you're like, yeah, in the straitjacket.
Yeah.
That's where I went with it.
I mean, I have walked around the house in it before. That's for sure. Yeah.
Oh my Lord, Amy, take notes. I need a straitjacket, ball gag, and I still want the rubber bondage suit.
Yeah, I walked around. I live in a townhouse community, and I walked around the town asking, I had to take the garbage out, so why not do it in the straitjacket?
Oh, they love you. They have got to love you. You know what? I think I want, not this year because I've already got my Halloween costume picked out, but I think next year I want to get a straitjacket and do like from Quiet Riot, Mental Health. Where he's got that's I think my costume for next year.
That's a great idea. Yeah.
This year's already picked out. There's 2 questions. The more you guys tell me, the other questions that are just zipping in my head. First of all, when it comes to props, the guillotine, is it real? Like, does it really chop stuff? And how often? Because I'm a huge Addams Family, original Addams Family. I have a monster crush on Morticia, and I will put it on and just.
Sterling Jones, yeah.
Oh my Lord. Anyhow, do you guys chop stuff up? You're like, if it's real, do you like, let's practice on dolls?
Like sometimes, when we're chopping vegetables, we crank it up, drop, put a carrot in there.
Oh my God. Yeah, I would be chopping. Yeah. I'm telling you right now.
Monkey? I will say this. You can get very hurt using that guillotine.
So don't stick any body parts through there, like joking around that you don't want to lose.
Right, yeah. I mean, obviously, there's a trick. But,
I like tricks.
Yeah. And we will not disclose how I'm able to come back to life every night.
Thanks, Houdini. Is that duct tape and staples on the wall behind you?
The duct tape, that's what does it. Yeah.
Oh my Lord. And then the other question that I want to ask you, and trust me, the props thing, I've been dying to ask you guys about that. Are you guys always like thinking about Halloween, like 12 months out of the year?
What do you think?
I love Halloween.
Yeah, I'm always thinking about it regardless of Dallas Cooper. So, I mean, like, I'll be like online and shopping, and I'll go, ooh, that's great for the band. And, ooh, that's great. I'm always buying for Dallas Cooper. I have so many different costumes, and we recreate what he wears too. So there's one thing we're missing that really wanted them when we got online and found out that it was $10,000. We decided that we would have to stick the jewel encrusted belt that he wears. Had no idea that's what it was. I just thought it was like,
plastic.
Yeah. So is there any way to get somebody to make, and I'm calling out to the audience, if you know a way to get him a jewel encrusted, they don't have to be real jewels. I mean.
Oh, right. Exactly.
We'll take fake. We're okay.
We did send a message to the company, and I think they must have laughed when we said, hey, can you put some cubic zirconia in that?
They're like, no.
Like her wedding ring?
Yeah, like, no, we cannot do that.
$10,000 belt.
Oh my Lord! You know what though? I'm a belt junkie. I love my little punk rock belts. And in fact, my wife got me one. She found a Green Day one, so it's just got the pyramid studs on it, but it says Green Day,
great.
Which, I've got a bunch of them. I like my little punk rock belts, but if you could get a jewel encrusted, I don't care if they're cubic zirconians. Hell yeah.
Yeah, it's a skull is what it is, but had no idea that that's what it was. I thought he's never going to go on stage with real jewels.
Yeah.
All right. And what if he loses one? Oh, I'm
He
sorry. He's Alice Cooper.
He takes his family jewels with him. Why not take, the skull? I mean,
That's right, man. Speaking of which, he does take his family with him. You know? His wife, Nurse Rosetta,
And sometimes Calico.
and Calico, his daughter, does stuff. Yeah.
There's a lot of bands. I don't know if you remember back in the day, Sonic Youth. I think that they because of being in the band together, and then when they had the kid, took them on the road. It's like, okay, we're going on the road. Some musicians can make that happen. Others are like, no, I need to go and be focused. Me,
Didn't McCartney do that too?
I think, yeah. So when I ask about costumes, and not just for Dallas Cooper, but I mean, do you guys now you're like, okay, we wear costumes all year long. We got to come up with something like original and different for Halloween.
Yeah. It's the problem is I still have to be Alice Cooper, So it's like, what can I do that's different? It's usually we try and make it part of the props, something different like on the stage. And that you wouldn't normally see at our normal shows,
Yeah, last year I carved like a Alice Cooper pumpkin out of like a real pumpkin, put that on it, and
it looked amazing.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I think
now you have to outdo yourself.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, come on, Maddie.
Now the problem with that is if you do it a week before, he's mushy by the time you get him to stage, and then he's kind of sliding sideways. And the venue's like, please don't bring your smelly pumpkin faces here again, please.
I mean, he's got the opportunity to change clothes because, you could do different stuff on stage. You could wear different shirts, shoes, pants. I have to. There's a fine line that I can't go beyond because it's like, Alice don't wear pink, you know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. No. Yeah, absolutely. I have this vision of you backstage, like you have multiple layers on it. You're like a stripper. You run backstage and whoosh, you just pull it off really quick. You're like, okay, next costume, let's go. I know it's more difficult than that.
Yeah, there's different costumes in and around the toy box, that we could do changes. For Ashley does as well. I do, usually the very first part of the show, I do exactly what you're talking about. I have something on underneath because I have to do fast change at that point.
Oh, Lord. I've watched, with Rebel Yell, I've watched Yvette, our dancer, who's also in the Cooligans. I watch her do her costume changes, and I'm always like, thank God I'm just an idiot drummer back here.
She is so good.
She's a great friend. She's she's a great entertainer. She's just a happy, bubbly person. I love her to death. Yeah. She just, but in the amount of effort that she puts into wardrobe and those changes, and any of y'all, that you have to leave stage, change, and come back. I know me personally, I always talk to with me and Carlos, it's always, okay, we do a holding pattern. You know what I mean? There are places we can buy time for them to have those moments of let's change and get back out there. Not that they're sprinting and they trip over something and they're, yard sale on the stage. Oh my Lord. So with that said, I know that here in the next, we're almost on top of Halloween. Anything special since it's COVID that you're like, we're going to wow people, or are you keeping it secret just because you're like, no, you guys got to come to the show?
I think part of that's more about song selection.
Okay.
So I think we will freak some people out.
Nice.
I think we're doing some things that I don't think people are gonna expect.
Oh, that'll be
fun. And yeah, there will be a little bit of different costume changes for this show. Shows. We have two.
Yes.
Mention those shows.
I absolutely. Why don't we dive in and talk about your Friday show?
Yeah, so we have October 30th and 31st. So October 30th is at Tolbert's in Grapevine, and then October 31st is at Lee Harvey's in Dallas. So yeah, we are going to be really worn out after Halloween if you see us. So but we're really excited to do back-to-back nights.
And Sunday, you're going to lay in bed and recuperate.
Exactly.
Yeah. Thank God it is a Sunday.
Yeah. But it's gonna be a good Halloween. Okay, it's on a Saturday, full moon, extra hour because of daylight savings.
Right.
Ooh, I forgot about that.
That as well. Yeah.
So what you're saying is, here's your Halloween trick or treat gift. You get an extra hour of 2020.
Mm-hmm.
I know. I mean, I'm a mean one, Mr. Grinch. I mean, come on. I make fun of it this whole time, but honestly, it hasn't been that bad for Bozo here. I've had a great summer. My life was, I worked a lot, but I still got to play a lot. It hasn't been a bad pandemic for me. I mean, I feel comfortable in timeout.
I don't know. It hasn't really phased me that much, other than a certain period where, like you just couldn't do any shows with your original bands is really what it's coming down to, because, all of the original clubs closed, but almost all of the venues for tribute bands happen to serve food too. So, it can open up. So at least I've been able to do enough.
And that's a great point. And I've talked about it with so many different guests. And I know that Rebel Yell, we've done some shows with Blackout and doing an original and a tribute, or be it original and a cover band. It doesn't matter, because there are some phenomenal original acts here in Dallas-Fort Worth. And I don't think that they promote as much as the cover tribute bands. And I will tell you, it kind of breaks your heart when a club owner, you try to put a billing to that like that together, and they're like, no, I don't think we don't want to do an original band. We just want like 2 tributes or a tribute and a cover, because again, there's some great original music.
There's some amazing original music.
Yep. Now you guys have the original. You're still doing the original stuff as well, correct?
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you want to talk about it at all, or you're like, no, we're going to keep it under wraps?
Well, you got Scary Cherry.
I'm in Scary Cherry and the Bang Bangs. We're playing the 29th.
Yeah, so he's got 3 shows in a row. He's playing Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, and Ashley.
That's Scary Cherry Midnight Murder Show and Pleasure Crisis at Gas Monkey on the 29th. But we've got a thing too. But it's an
original project coming.
If everybody would just not listen for a minute, tell me about it. They're not listening. It's okay. No, I'm just kidding. No, but when you guys are ready to talk about it, like go public with it, please call me. We'll have you on. You guys can talk about it.
Yeah. And I'll say up front that project will be very, very theatrical as well.
Awesome.
So,
awesome.
It's gonna be awesome.
Yeah, we're excited about it.
I love that. I really do. My son happens to be a theater major. And so in our house, yes, I have a sewing machine now. So we do some sewing. He's got a full line of makeup because he does makeup for theater and being a thespian.
Awesome.
So it's in our house. There's always, you can see this is my office where I work, but then it's all my drum sets are in here. Our house is being creative is always encouraged under our roof. And
how's your son? Do you mind me?
He's 20. He'll be 21 in May.
And you sew too?
So he's teaching me. I actually got a sewing machine.
Brilliant.
Let's full disclosure. I got a sewing machine for Mr. Rose, my producer. His wife actually they gave me a sewing machine because I've been dying to learn to sew. Yes, I'm a guy and I want to learn how to sew. Good friend of mine, Josh Olson, the singer for Go Ask Alice, Alice in Chains tribute. He's a seamstress and he does he works in leather. And phenomenal. And I was just like, dude, I want to learn.
His number.
I'll give it to you. In fact, if you don't know Josh, I will gladly introduce you. He's a phenomenal guy. I love him to death. I don't get to see him very often because it seems like we're always, just with life, especially right now, we're all going different directions.
Yeah, please. I've seen his band. They're great.
Yeah, but if you want leather work, he took actually some old Harley pants that I might have had 5 or 6 too many ding dongs and couldn't fit into, and he had to expand the waist for me so that I could wear them. And then he did some other alterations. I didn't want them to be bell bottoms, so he tightened them up and put clasp up the side, make them look a little bit rock star for me. I mean, he can make clothes, and so I'll connect you guys. And Josh, if you're watching and I forget, just call me anyhow, because honestly, I miss your voice. So I'll make sure we get you his number. But yeah, it's.
And what college does your son go to?
He's going to Eastfield, and he's going to get his degree in hospitality management. After this year, he's transferring to UNT Denton, and he's
UNT.
There you go. And I told him honestly, because what his goal in life is not to be like me. He wants to be a cruise director for Carnival Cruise Lines. You know, the person that basically does everything. You know, that runs the whole entertainment, and he happens to be good friends with a few of the cruise directors at in Carnival, and that's the cruise line that he wants to work for. And they're going to come back. I get it. It's right now where we are.
Yeah, of course.
And so his friends have already written him letters of recommendation. Like as soon as he gets his degree and they open back up, he's going to move out of the house and he's going to go live on a boat, and that's going to be his life. And I said, do it. Chase the dream while you're young. It's do it. I have no regrets. So, but get your degree just in case it doesn't work out. You got something to fall back on. And yes, he is still here at the house. I'm the dad that has the umbilical cord. Amy's already cut it. She's like, you can move out. And I'm like, please don't take my baby away. And everybody knows one of my tattoos, the sound waves on my arm, that's actually my son's voice. He always says, love you. So yes, I'm the overprotective dad. Well, there you go. That's his voice. So, and speaking of tattoos, I'm always curious, did you get any ink while you've been locked down at all? Or are you non-ink virgins?
Tattoos, so.
I have 2, but no, I haven't gotten any ink, but I've been searching. I found a good artist, and I know what I want, and I will have some ink applied in the very near future, because I haven't done it in a while. So.
I am addicted now. I'm fixing to start on this shoulder. I'm going to get it. You know, I've got my chest, and I'm basically doing full shoulder plates, and then I got to go back after I have the big parts and start backfilling everything. And I draw on my own. So I have an artist that I just go to him and go, I drew this, and it was like, here, put it on me. That's my way of doing it.
I was noticing it yesterday when.
Yes. That's me doodling with pen and paper or pencil and paper, and that's just me. I rather draw my own and not see my tattoo on somebody else's body. They don't have to be perfect, but I got to have a good artist put them on me. So at least maybe they'll make it look.
Yeah.
We just got. The reason we got together is I happened to be out, and I wanted to do Dallas Cooper, interview guys for Dallas Cooper, but I was actually out watching Thin White Dukes, which is the David Bowie tribute. And again, you guys seem to have your fingers in a lot of different pies. Is that how you keep the creative juices going?
Yeah, I mean, and Maddie's come up and joined us several times with Thin White Dukes, including every year we do a Remembering Bowie show at the Granada Theater. That's always a big show.
That's huge.
And we have no idea if it's going to happen this year at this point.
I saw it last year. I was there for it. So yes.
So, it helps keep the creative juices flowing. Also helps the income a little bit, but.
Like Dallas Cooper is in multiple bands too.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. Motown is in Little Green Man and Hillbilly Orchestra.
And,
yep.
Terry's in Rushmore. Inhaling.
Mob Scene. With Motown.
See, I love Terry. I love Terry. Yapping with him is a blast.
Too many bands.
It's a drummer thing. I'm just saying. I talk for hours. Oh my Lord. So as we get a little bit closer, I'm hoping that maybe we can. I'm hoping to come out on Saturday at Lee Harvey's for your Halloween show. I've got a private event that I'm going to be at on Friday night. Otherwise, we'd come see you at Tolbert's, and hopefully we can get the whole band together, because I would love to get a picture with all y'all in there at some point.
Yeah, sure.
I want to drag the rest of the folks in individually at some point, make them go through this psychological torture that everybody signs up for, sort of.
No, it's been great.
Will you guys come back and do this again sometime with me? Just come hang out?
Absolutely, yeah.
And if you want, again, we don't even have to talk music. You can bring a list of things. I mean, if you want to talk about, sewing or arts and crafts, I mean, cooking, I'll talk about anything. And oh, by the way, we were talking off screen, just so you all know, we were talking off screen. And anybody who knows me knows that I am a huge dog lover. When I have guests that are dog lovers too, they always you score points with me big time. Yeah,
Yeah.
Tell me about the puppies. I always want to hear about the dogs.
You first.
Well, my mom is a huge animal lover. So right now we have 2 dogs and a cat. We have a golden retriever named Sadie. And she's so cute. Like, she can sit and shake, and we've had her for I think 10 years now.
I can't even sit and shake.
We have a little long hair Chihuahua Terrier mix. She's not a mean Chihuahua or anything. She's sweet.
I'm thinking of the Taco Bell Chihuahua.
Yeah, I will say I'm not saying any dog breed is naturally mean, but Chihuahuas too.
Yeah. You know who's got Chihuahuas? Christy from Even It Up has the most charismatic dogs. Tiny, oh my God. Her dogs are just awesome. And again, folks, that if you have dogs, you've got a place in my heart already, because I'm a monster dog lover. And it's funny because what brought it up is Mario said, yeah, it doesn't matter when I get home, I got to take my dog out for a walk. It's
exactly 2:30 in the morning. Then I have to take her 4 in the morning.
4 in the morning, 5 in the morning. It doesn't matter.
And then as soon as I get up, I have to take her out. And her name is Layla. She's a black Staffordshire Terrier with a white chest.
You got to send some pictures over so we could put them somewhere.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay, I will. She's very, very, very sweet. And she's my baby. Oh, my God. I love her so much.
Do they get to sleep in bed?
Yeah. She sleeps in the bed with me, yeah. So she drifts around because I have 2 roommates, and she has 2 mommies and a daddy.
She's not confused, is she?
Yeah. But she always ends up, the last place that she goes is my bed, and that way she gets up with me in the morning. Yeah, she's amazing. And I have 2 cats too. There's Miss Peabody and Max. So
Mad Max?
Just sleep with my mom. Our little dog Molly, she's attached to my mom, and if my mom leaves, she's it's she has some attachment issues, but my cat's my baby too, though.
Everybody out there that's a pet owner right now, they're all going to smile and probably laugh when I ask this question. So when you wake up in the morning, are the dogs stretched out all the way across the bed? Yes. You're clinging to the edge for life.
Yeah, doing that big stretch. If I don't get up by a certain time, Layla will come and just put her head right on my chest and Dad. And she does this.
Oh, my Lord. Yes, I have one of those too that will actually come up and he'll put his paw on your face and just it's like he's trying to go, hello, wake up. And it's like, dude, you just stuck your claw in my eye. Can please get off me.
Yeah, my cat Charlie, it's if he hears me rustling around in the morning, my door doesn't latch, so he'll paw at my door until it opens and then hop on my bed.
Do any of your dogs do the thing where they drag their feet, their hind legs off the bed, or it looks like they're crippled,
Yeah, I do that too. Is that not normal?
Oh, yeah. I guess I'm not normal.
So, if I don't want to get out of bed, I will totally, slither out, lay on the floor for a minute. If I don't move and nobody notices I'm not here, how long can I get away with it? And then I have to. Then one of the dogs will come over and, stick their butt in my face, like, okay, we want breakfast, get up. And it's like, okay.
Yeah.
I promise you, my life's a 3-ring circus.
Oh yeah. I always say that I have to put leg clamps on her before she's like, "Come on, poor little cripple, get out."
Oh, but there are fur babies.
She's just a cripple now, so good for the record.
There are fur babies, and I think they have so much personality. And people, again, if you don't like animals, we can maybe get along, but we're probably not going to be really super close. And I'm not to pass judgment, but I'm a dog person. I love animals. So if you come to my house and you're like, you got to tell your dog like to go in another room. I'm like, yeah, no, they live here. I just pay the mortgage. So yeah, you're going to have to go to another room.
It's like they're literally family members. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
100%. And life evolves around their schedule. Like, well, for me, it's when do they feed and when do I give insulin? So like, it doesn't matter. You get home 4, 5 in the morning from a gig, I have to be up at 6 every morning. That's just life. It's
I will say when you mentioned that to me, Rick was mentioning that his dog has diabetes and has to have insulin twice a day after feeding. I had no idea that dogs could have diabetes. I was clueless on that.
All animals can get it, and what I found out from my vet is a majority of the pet owners, when they find out that their animal has something like diabetes, they put the animals down. It costs me like $100 a month for insulin and needles. I made a promise in my heart to my animals. They're my family, to give them the best life I can until it's time to say goodbye. And they give me unconditional love. And so it's not a question of, you're inconvenient now and I'm going to put you down. That doesn't work for me in my world. I've got a lot of human flaws. That's not one of them. I'm sorry. They will get the best life. There are rescues. And when these two are gone, I'm going to take a little break because I've had dogs for the last 30 years. And we're just at a place right now where when we're not working or playing shows or whatnot, and everyone knows I love the Caribbean, I want a little more time to be selfish and go down to the Caribbean and hang out. Every time I go on vacation, it costs me as much as my vacation to put them in a air-conditioned kennel, where again, I those of you that want to judge, it's okay. I can live with it because I pay my own bills. Yeah, and I can afford it.
So it's something I really want to do.
Go to the Caribbean? Is that what you said?
Yeah. Yeah.
My goal, you'll be welcome anytime. My goal is probably in the next 5 to 7 years. I'm actively looking for real estate. I'm going to open a bar in the Caribbean on a beach, and it will be a destination. I will have live music every night.
Are you looking like for U.S. Virgin Islands or something?
Honduras, Belize, Costa Rica,
yeah.
Maybe Mexico. I love Cozumel. I wouldn't mind being there. Islands like Grand Turk or Grand Cayman that I love. It's just way too expensive. Possibly the Bahamas. I'm not sure. It's going to be in the Caribbean. I just know that I'm actively looking at real estate right now, and I've got some business partners that are very interested in jumping on board, and it's a matter of making it happen the right way for me and putting the right staff in place once I open the bar, because I'll be commuting constantly back and forth between having a bar.
I'm ready to invest.
I love it. Dude, that just put us over the top.
I'm going to be your first investor.
There you go. We are actually starting now a PayPal account, GoFundMe. So for all you that want to donate to Rick Open a Bar and we can all be alcoholics fund. Just kidding. Everybody in the audience is going, right here, hello. Because everybody's grabbing their drinks going, yes, I'm ready. It's Sunday morning and I have alcohol. Oh my Lord.
So yeah, you need to let me know when you're headed to the Caribbean so I can
That's what everyone says. I'm blown away that all y'all want to come hang out. Like, you guys want to get stuck on a beach with me? I have you not seen Castaway? Because I'm telling you right now, I'm the guy with the skate trying to chop open the coconut and make fires. I mean, yeah, I'll be Tom Hanks. The only difference is there'll be alcohol on my island. Like, it's like a cross between Castaway and Jack Sparrow. It's
there you go.
Oh my Lord. Thank you guys so much for coming and hanging out with me. I definitely, please come back again. And everybody says yes, but I know everyone gets busy. Please come do this. And when we can do this for real, like We're not on video screens. We'll do it in
Yeah.
Oh, my Lord.
Prediction for the Browns game today.
Browns will beat the Steelers.
Oh, my God. I am so the only, I think I'm the only guy in DFW that doesn't watch football. Everybody else is like, we got to watch. And I'm like, I think the Addams Family's on or something. I just don't watch sports.
I love NFL or college. I'm a Browns fan and Ohio State fan. So.
That's why you get along so well.
See that I'm an Ohio State fan because I've.
Okay, I don't provide couples therapy or family counseling. So if a riff ensues because of sports, I will sit here and go, can I get some more popcorn, please? And just watch.
Ohio State, me and Motown. OH.
Oh, Lord. Those, just record a couple of those conversations and send them to me just so I can watch them.
Yeah.
Oh, Lord. Thank you guys for coming on.
Thank you.
I'm going to have you back again, and I can't wait to see you guys on stage for Halloween. That's going to be awesome.
Yeah, we're super excited. Tolbert's October 30th and Lee Harvey's October 31st.
So you can wear a costume. It is encouraged that they will wear costumes.
Yes.
And come out, and it's a great Halloween this year because it is on a Saturday. How often do we get Halloween on a Saturday?
Full moon, extra hour.
Full moon, extra hour, Saturday.
Extra hour of 2020 because we just haven't gotten enough of it.
Don't let the pandemic ruin it.
You can take an Uber, and then you can recover on Sunday. Like if everybody stays in bed Sunday, nobody will even notice because we're all going to be in bed. Just
we're going to be so tired.
Oh, my Lord. Thank you for hanging out with me again. There's another chunk of your life that we have sucked out of your brain. Your therapist has given up on me. I'm sent to collections, and I don't even care. I'm not paying your therapy bill. I've got my own issues. You guys, if you would, you can follow us on Facebook, or you can go and follow us on iHeart Radio. We're on Spotify, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube. We have a Roku channel and an Amazon Fire channel. And again, you can go download our app. It is a progressive app, but it allows you to use the concert calendar. If you're in a band, get this app. Upload your information so we can get it out there to folks. If you're just a fan of live music, download the app so you can see where your favorite bands are playing. It is free. Use it. That's what it's there for. I encourage everyone to promote your band. Let's get people out to local music again. It can't last forever. They're going to let us out eventually. Let's get folks out.
I do want to mention Dallas Cooper has an Instagram and a Twitter and a Facebook. So on Instagram, we're dallas.cooper.band. On Twitter, we're like Dallas Cooper _Texas. And on Facebook, just like Dallas Cooper. It'll be like tribute to Dallas Cooper. So like us and follow us. And
Please.
That's how it's done. See, take notes, folks. They came prepared. They've got their tag. In fact, we'll put them on the screen for them as well. So there you go, folks. Please stay safe. Thank you for supporting live local music. Thank you for watching the show and putting up with my stupid idiot brain every week. Next week, we've got some phenomenal guests coming on. So tune in. I'm not going to tell you. I want to tell you. I'm just not allowed because I would have to kill myself, and that wouldn't go over very well. So, again, thank you for hanging out. I'm Rick. This is Dallas Cooper. You're on Concert Connection, and we will see you in the pit.